Our next guest today is Elizabeth Medley, who is the new Distinguished Young Woman of Washington County. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I know it was awfully short notice. Of course, the pageant was, or not pageant, what do you call it?
Scholarship program.
The scholarship program. We used to call it a pageant in the old days, but the scholarship program was just this past Saturday night. And so you're probably still exhausted.
Yeah, I'm finally catching up on my sleep.
Yeah. So I know that in preparation of this, you all practiced day in and day out, didn't you? For how long?
Well, it's been a couple of months. I know we had a meeting in January, so we either started around then or February to March, and we had about 3 practices a week for 2 to 3 hours, and yeah, we did that all through the months until the big day.
Yeah, yeah. So it took up all your time, I'm sure.
And then, of course, when we weren't practicing, I was at home practicing, so it was always every day. You know?
Right. So now there were 14 girls participating? Okay. And normally I would get to come up to the school beforehand and interview everyone and check out the a part of the performance, the group stuff like the dance routine or something like that. But I didn't get that opportunity this year, and I hate that. But I just wanted to. So 14 of you, that's stiff competition.
Yes.
And but I had heard that you were just absolutely stunning and wonderful. So, and you did your talent was what was it?
I sang California Dreamin'.
California Dreamin', that's right. Oh, I love that song. So, and I know that you have been involved, of course, in the theater here, and that you sing at various events and things. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I started coming to the theater here when I was in 2nd grade, and I continued that for many, many years, grew up here, loved it. And then once I got to high school, I took a little break because I started volleyball, and that was very time-consuming.
Yeah.
And then this past year, I actually went over to Marion County and did Annie again for the 2nd time. And ever since I got back in, it felt great, and I just love performing on stage. And then when I wasn't in theater, I started singing in competitions in various counties. I went to state last year for the Coca-Cola contest at the state fair, so just different things like that.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty exciting. And you sang at those contests?
Yes.
So now are you going to make that a career? Are you?
I'm still thinking about it. I would love to, definitely, but I'm planning on focusing more in broadcast journalism and probably maybe minoring in something like that, but I would love to continue doing it all my life as a big hobby, and it'd be great if it turned into something else, but you know.
Well, we had on Channel 6, focus on community focus on Washington County, at one point Katie George, whom you might know.
Yes, I do.
And see, Katie, is into broadcasting, and then decided to enter the Miss America pageant, which she'd never even been in a pageant before. So I kind of think they do go hand in hand, because you have to be self-assured, you have to be comfortable being in front of a crowd and talking on TV or various things like that. So with broadcast journalism, certainly that would fit right in. And now, with your singing career, have you taken voice lessons?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so probably for a few years, or yeah.
Yeah, I've taken them. I took them when I was really young by Miss Jane Fatizzi, who used to be the theater director person. And then Then I went over to Bardstown for a little while, and now I'm currently taking them with Aubrey Davis over at Campbellsville University. So.
Okay, great. So tell me, now you've got another year of high school. So now what do you, I suppose at that point you'll be looking at colleges to attend, and have you already made a decision on that?
Not a for sure one. I'd love to go to the University of Kentucky, but I'm also looking into Western Kentucky as well.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
have a
probably one
really,
of those.
really good broadcasting program there, I know. Yeah. So tell me how you felt about being in the Distinguished Young Woman program. Was it a lot of fun?
Yes, it was definitely a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to do it because I came to all of them, and then I finally got to, and it started to get real, and nerves started to kick in, but overall, it was just a really great experience. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, yeah. So, and of course, there are several aspects to it. You have the physical fitness part, and then you and the talent and the scholarship, the academic part, and then let's see, the judges interview.
Yes, and then there's the self-expression part.
Okay. When you get asked a question and then you need to. So what was that?
Our question?
Your question.
Our question was, what is your fight song and why? And I talked about Defying Gravity from the Broadway musical Wicked, because in that song, the main character, Elphaba, talks about how you have to rise above life's obstacles and don't accept anyone's limits that are not your own. And I believe that that is a very important lesson to keep in mind.
Yeah. Did you know that question before?
We got it 24 hours before the show, so 7 o'clock Friday night.
Okay, so you do get an opportunity to prepare a little bit for that anyway.
Still a lot of pressure, but it's better than right on stage.
Right on stage, exactly, yeah. So now you'll be attending the state competition, and let's see, when will that be?
January. I'm not 100% sure the exact dates, but it's in January.
And then you'll be staying with the host family in Lexington, and I suppose they're going to have that at the Singletary Center again this year.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And so I know you've got a lot of support. You'll have a lot of family attending that. Your parents, Julie and Tony Medley. And then you have some siblings. You have one?
I have one, Mary Medley. She's 14.
Okay. So she'll be following in your footsteps, won't she?
Yeah.
And so now what are you going to, and of course your grandparents, Dr. Saccone and Rita, and I know they'll be there, and your Uncle John and all his family, and you just got a lot of family who I know will be there to support you. Yeah, and a lot of friends.
Oh yeah, people will come up to me right after, we're going to state, we're saving our buttons, all kinds of people. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. And Spencer, what about Spencer now?
Yeah, he'll be there.
Well, good, good. So now what are you going to do with the rest of your summer? You've got this behind you, and now you can relax a little bit.
Well, Sunday I'm off to Moorhead State University for GSP, and I'll be gone for 5 weeks. So that's nerve-wracking a little bit, but I'm also excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be you'll be staying in the dorm there. And what is the what program is this at the is it in the arts or the Governor's Scholars in there?
Oh, it's just it's not the Governor's Scholar for the Arts, it's just the Governor's Scholars program.
Okay. So that encompasses you'll be doing all kinds of things.
Well, we have a focus area class, and that is journalism and mass media. Hopefully I'll find what I really want to do in broadcast journalism. And then there's a lot of different areas, and everybody gets like their different class.
Yeah. So you'll be focusing on the journalism aspect. Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
Hope so.
Yeah. And then of course you'll now, did you get the opportunity to take any classes at St. Catherine before they?
Yes, I did. I took psychology.
So you got 3 hours from St. Catherine. So now, I guess at this point, you won't have the opportunity to take any more advanced classes there.
We might be able to do it through ECTC, but I'm still not sure how that all is working out. But yeah, I'm sad that I don't get to take them at St. Catherine anymore because I love doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we've talked a little bit about that today. Had Father Ben Brown on earlier, and of course he taught down there, and so I think it's just so sad for everyone. And but we're going to say some prayers on that, Elizabeth, that we get St. Catherine reopened, and I hope maybe, who knows, you might have the opportunity next year to get some classes down there toward your college career.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be really good. So, is there any experience that you would like to share with us regarding your Distinguished Young Woman program?
Well, I think that something that's very funny that I think everyone would like is that we had a monologue that Jordan Wheatley presented, and it was about living in the moment and taking every opportunity you get. Like, don't not eat a chocolate cake because you don't want to gain weight. Take it because you want to eat it, you know? And something that's very funny is we all learned this monologue with her, and at random parts we would all start talking about or start reciting this monologue in the most random places you can imagine. And I just think that was very funny, and I will always remember that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure you got really close with the girls through this. It seems like that, you know, everybody forms a bond because you're all in this together.
Yeah, you don't think you can get closer, but you do. You do.
Yeah, yeah.
And we also had girls from other schools, too. We had 2 from Bethlehem, so it was nice to really see them and meet them. I already knew them because I went to middle school with them, but the other girls, and I got to reconnect with them, and it was really great.
Oh, that was good, yeah. Now, who were the Bethlehem girls?
Morgan Tirabasso and Mariana Malgoza.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I guess I didn't realize that. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's good. So you got to reconnect with them, and I'm sure they enjoyed that as well, getting to reconnect with their Springfield friends, their Washington County friends. And then you will, now with that, you get some awards, some scholarships. Was there 1-2 Western?
No.
Okay. There wasn't. Oh,
There's a lot of
darn.
There was a lot of cash scholarships that didn't have to go towards a particular college, so I get to use those. But there was also scholarships for like Lindsey Wilson and Camelsville.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, what are the cash scholarships that you will receive? Where were those from?
Oh, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
I knew that one of the big ones was from just Friends of DYW, which is when people like donate money to the program. And then there was businesses, like I know Mama's Touch gave one from the Berg, and Cute Little Shop gave one. Just a lot of local businesses. The Eye Doctor gave one. So just from various.
Would that be
places.
Dr. Sacconi's office?
Yeah.
Sacconi and Hollinsworth. Now, let's see. What's Central Kentucky? What's the office called? Central Kentucky. I better
I'm
not
not
ask
quite
that
sure.
question.
I just call it Granddaddy's.
Central
and Uncle
Kentucky
John's.
Optometric Association. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Central Kentucky Optometric, Association, I think, or optometry, yeah. Isn't that awful? Because
Yeah,
you get
I should know
accustomed
that.
to just calling Granddaddy's office.
Yeah, going down to the office today.
So, yeah. And so, yeah, I know that a lot of the people in this community really support the program. And that is, such a plus for this county because we have a very generous community, and we're lucky, and I'm glad that you're getting the opportunity to use some of those funds. And I know that when you get to the state, you're going to do tremendously well there. So I look forward to the opportunity to interview you again then, Elizabeth, after you win the state.
Oh, Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So don't stop practicing. You got to keep on working now.
Oh, and it constantly runs through my mind all the time.
Yeah, yeah. You got to keep on, keep on. So yeah, no breaks. So anyway, I want to thank you for being here today, and I want to congratulate you again on behalf of the Channel 6 listening audience, and I look for. I'm going to wish you all the best in the state competition, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.